You know what, guys? It's been a long time since I've done a London vlog, a legit London vlog, and since it's a pretty nice Tuesday evening, I figured, why don't we do a vlog? Well, isn't that appropriate? Sorry for the holiday spam, and I think unfortunately that's pretty much what I've been doing with the vlogs so far. I mean, we've gone through the Japan stuff, and then we've also done the Portugal stuff afterwards without much in between that. So consider this, I guess, a little make-up for not giving you enough London action. So I was asked by a subscriber, is that could I give him a recommendation about what bike is a good bike for touring? And I said to him is that I wouldn't... oh shit, fucking flap, yeah, fly in my mouth. I fucking laughed at Premises the other day that he got one in his mouth, and now bloody same thing happened to me. Karma, eh? Look at these dicks. Just going from one lane to another. That's a quick hashtag. Yeah, so now I said to him I wouldn't say anything until I've had a chance to ride a single, a V-twin or a twin, a triple, and a four-cylinder as well. Yeah, so even though it was going to be a noob's guide to lights, look at it. It's a fucking biker in a car. I give that credit again to Premises for... it does look quite stupid, actually. Yeah, I went on the wrong bridge. I wanted to take you guys across so we get to the Palace of Westminster instead. Otherwise it's just boring shit from here. Anyway, sorry, I'm really bad at when I'm trying to do something, keeping a train of thought. It's, I don't know. I got a poor concentration span. I'll give you that. Check out those thighs. Okay, so yeah, what do I think is good for touring? Now, after I use whether or not how this vlog comes out, but I had a speed triple while I was in Finland for 4 days, and oh my god, literally, oh my god, completely infatuated with that bike the moment I saw it. I mean, I can understand why Crumble, I mean, he can't keep bikes any longer than a bloody Hollywood marriage, and I can see why he's gone back to the triple, because it's oh, look at that, pretty London, both sides. Oh, who's that? Boudica or Britannia? I don't know which one. Can't say I know my statues too well. London Eye. Anyway, yeah. Completely infatuated by the speed triple. It was so much fun. Sounded so good. Had like I think Arrow exhaust come as standard on it. Had like a full set of titanium headers, and it just sounded so good all the time. I mean, didn't matter where you were, from 2000 idle all the way up to the red line. I mean, it's the only bike that I've actually ridden so far that I've thought is that, would I want to change up my dream bike and just buy that thing instead? And I think I might. I think I could very well buy that bike, and I tell you, I completely understand why people go back to it, because it is such a great bike. Here's another great. It has been a long wait at the traffic lights. Yep, they've spotted it. So yeah, back on point. I keep on trying to get back onto point. Let's do horse guards. Yeah, so it was so much fun, that bike. I mean, from every single, and I've got a proper review, but just at every RPM or any engine speed, it was just great. I mean, I absolutely no complaints about it, even though it's potentially it's the heaviest and the most powerful bike that I've had, and it didn't really even feel that heavy. It felt so easy to move. I think because the tire is so nice, it was so nicely radius that it didn't feel like an effort to move it over from one side to the other. And the brakes, I mean, those were, I mean, it's got I can't remember what it had on it. I think it had I'm pretty sure it had Brembos. Was it Brembos or Nissans? I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, I only had to use 1 or 2 fingers pretty much at any speed, and Blas said it's the same thing on his street triple. At the moment, you grab anything more than a couple of fingers, and oh boy, you're going straight over those handlebars. Singles, well, the single stuff, well, I did this. I went all the way up to the Peak District on it, and yeah, it was fine. I mean, I think a lot of people would find it, I think some people would find it a little jarring, and I wouldn't blame them. I think, you know, I've started on a single, so I'm sort of fully aware of, you know, what is comfortable and what's not. I mean, the biggest complaint was 3 hours going 3 hours on the motorway. Believe me, your neck feels it. I mean, it'd be, I don't know, try giving head for 3 hours and you'd probably feel the same way. The V-twin, that was cool as well, but I mean, I think I'd need to try a different twin to try. I mean, like I've been saying a bit here and there, is that my dream bike at the moment has definitely turned into death zone right over here. I really badly want, I've dropped the 675R as my dream bike, given that up completely. It's now the Ducati 1098S. Price point is the same. I just want something cool. I want to ride something that just makes you feel, to me it's like the looks, the sound. I mean, the exhaust, full Termignoni exhaust on it, and they sound so peachy on it. Oh no, can't go fast. Can't ever go fast. What's he on? He's on a Kawasaki. Yeah, singles are great if you got really sort of tight, twisty roads. It was actually quite good when I went onto some back roads in the Peak District, because it was so lightweight. What the hell was he trying? It was really good on tight, steep roads. What's that? Why does that look like a weird MC Escher drawing on the side of that? And it's all made of plastic. I don't really mind if I suddenly stumble across it, because the foot pegs will deal with the side landing, so the engine casings you hardly ever get touched. Yeah, the lightness was good. I mean, the Speed Triple was definitely heavier, and a Honda CBR 600, which I've also ridden, not CBR, CBF 600. They are heavy bikes. I mean, when you're 200 plus kilos, you can feel it between your legs. I don't know what would be the equivalent. Like if you maybe had like some blood clot in your schlong and it just completely overinflated and you're just trying to balance that somewhere. I want touring to be fun. I want it to be the bike I want. I don't want it to be exactly the tool that you would have for doing the job. You know, I don't mind being a little bit obtuse, having something that doesn't exactly fit the bill. But if it means I'm going to have fun, I'm willing to compromise on some things. But I would go again if you had some twisty roads, highway riding. I would definitely go for the Speed Triple. It's so versatile, and also just the soundtrack as well. The soundtrack is just too good. Oh come on, lights. So yeah, I mean, what would I really recommend? I mean, they've all got their strengths, and I like trying different stuff. I don't really like to try the same stuff all the time. So if you were struggling to choose, if you're only renting a bike for, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5 days or something, you know, it's not that long, then you know what, just when you go rent your dream bike if you can. I mean, when else are you going to get to do it? And that's kind of what I decided on, is that, you know, when else am I going to have the opportunity to try it? hardly ever. I mean, unless I actually buy the bike. I mean, I know you can go on test rides, but it's completely different when you've got a bike for several days than when you've got it sort of for a couple of hours and you're just trying to do as much as you can in that short space of time. I mean, for those 4 days I actually felt like I owned the bike, and that just felt really great. Welcome to another one of London's plentiful and somewhat less bountiful 20-mile-an-hour zones. So yeah, that's what I would do. Rent your dream bike. Just make sure the excess is just not ridiculously high, because there's nothing like renting your dream bike and then finding that that you trash it and then you've got to pay for it, and then it's basically like buying it.